Sir, you're creating a public disturbance. I told you to stay on the sidewalk," yelled the young officer, voice tight with adrenaline, just before the crackle of the taser. Marty Quinn, 79, blind and disoriented, screamed as the barbs hit. He collapsed in the crosswalk, his white cane clattering beside him. His service dog, Scout, whined in panic. He'd just been trying to cross with the light. 7 minutes later, as paramedics tended to Marty, the intersection was drowned by a new sound, low, deliberate, powerful. Olive-drab military vehicles surged forward. Marty Quinn navigated his world by sound, touch, and Scout, his loyal black Labrador. He lost his sight decades ago, not from war wounds, but from a brutal infection contracted while stationed in a remote jungle during an overlooked conflict. The Army tried, but the damage was permanent. Still, he lived independently. Routine walks, audiobooks, volunteering at the library. That morning, Marty and Scout were heading to read to kids. They approached Elm and Harbor, a brutal crossing even for the sighted. When the audible signal chirped, Marty said, "Forward." They stepped into the crosswalk, Scout leading, Marty tapping. Officers Langley and Cruz, fresh from the academy and bored, saw them halfway across. The "Don't Walk" sign had started flashing. Cars edged forward. "Look at this old guy," Langley muttered. "Gonna cause an accident." "Probably high," Cruz added. Neither noticed the cane, the vest, or the chirping signal. They saw a slow man blocking traffic. Langley hit the siren, a short yelp. "Hey, move it!" came the voice over the PA. Marty froze, disoriented by the blaring noise. Scout hesitated. "I said move. Are you deaf and blind?" Honks now filled the street. Marty tried to step forward, Scout unsure, sensing danger. Langley jumped out, taser in hand. "Sir, stop resisting. I warned you." "I'm blind," Marty called out, but too late. The taser fired. Electricity slammed into him. He crumpled, his cane skidding under a car. Scout barked, nudged his chest. Cruz rushed in, not to help, but to cuff Marty's twitching arms. A woman screamed, "He's blind!" "What are you doing?" Sergeant Rivera arrived with paramedics. One look at Marty, the wires, the dog, and Rivera's jaw clenched. "What happened, Langley?" "Non-compliant, obstructing," Langley mumbled. What no one expected was that a retired colonel had seen everything from a nearby cafe. He made a single call to someone high. 7 minutes after the first siren came the military. Humvees blocked the roads. Soldiers disembarked, quiet and firm. From the lead vehicle stepped General Elias Monroe, 4 stars on his chest, eyes like iron. He walked straight to Sergeant Rivera. "Sergeant, what's the status of Master Sergeant Martin Quinn?" "Stable, sir." "Tased by my officer. Paramedics are transporting him." Monroe's eyes locked onto Langley and Cruz. "Tased? For what offense? Did you identify yourselves? Recognize the cane? The service dog?" Langley stuttered. He wasn't responding, perhaps because he was blind and disoriented. "You fired 50,000 volts at a blind veteran?" He stepped closer. "Quinn lost his sight serving this nation. He deserved help, not violence." Turning back to Rivera, "I expect a full investigation. Internal Affairs and DOJ Civil Rights. My office will monitor both." Monroe leaned into the ambulance. "Marty, it's Elias Monroe. You're not alone. You're safe now." Scout was beside him, calm under the general's hand. As the ambulance pulled away, Monroe turned to the stunned officers and silent crowd. His voice needed no volume to thunder. "An injustice to one veteran is an injustice that will be met with full force. The fallout came fast. The mayor met Monroe at the hospital. Langley and Cruz were suspended. Cell phone footage exploded online. A sweeping reform of police training was launched. Marty recovered slowly. Scout was cared for, too. Monroe stayed involved, ensuring accountability. And that city, Elm and Harbor, learned harm a veteran, and you may find an army answers. Because some uniforms never stop protecting their own.